that negates a whole lot of people.
It certainly does, and if that's the case, if they're just looking at strictly TV viewership, then I'm honestly not even going to pay attention to that, because there's times where, like, if I'm sitting in my living room and I want to watch the game, you know what? Part of me doesn't even want to, I mean, we're talking about cord cutting, but, like, part of me doesn't even want to turn on the TV and watch the game. I want to open up my Apple TV and open up Fox Sports Go, because I can look at stats, I can do multi-screens and pop-ups. So if you're not counting me watching at home on my living room on Fox Sports Go, Apple TV on my large screen, then, well,
and I've heard the same argument for MLS viewership. You know, it's like, well, away games specifically are low. Well, the Dark Clouds have viewer parties at a bar.
Yep.
True North Elite have separate viewing parties at a bar.
The Lowertown Loonies.
Lowertown Loonies. You have, like, I would bet when I've gone to Town Hall with True North Elite, there's 150 people there.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, well, you're not accounting for all that 199 TVs that aren't showing it. So I think, you know, they can say viewership was down. I highly doubt it. You see attendance at MLS matches is still up. You know, I think, sure, there is a sentiment in the U.S. that soccer had a slight punch in the gut, which we should have that because we did. But I don't think that it's going to equate to a significant.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see if we're still doing this podcast in 8 years when the World Cup is here.
Or even 4 years.
Or even 4 years.
I mean, we're going to have, like, sponsorships. And
I'd hope so.
We're going to be like corporate by then.
I think even 4 years ago when the U.S. had a great World Cup and they unfortunately lost in the knockout stage, but I think even, like, the casual soccer fans that maybe they're worried that they missed this year, I think a lot of the casual soccer fans aren't sitting in their living rooms watching on their TV. Right. I think they're out at a bar or a place like this, Invictus Brewing, and they're watching the game on the screen because everybody's getting excited. And so I think a lot of the casual soccer fans in the U.S. are watching these games at a bar or at a group party.
And it's better to watch with people.
Oh, it absolutely is.
I'll bring up a thing. 2 weeks ago, Dave was at my house for our walleye fishing ride.
Yeah.
And he stayed around. Him, his wife, and his kids stayed around, and we watched the United game together.
The fish was very good.
Well, thank Tom for catching the fish.
I've had it last year. Yes, it is good. Thanks, Tom. Thank you, Tom.
There's another one. We'll have another one in September sometime. Okay. We sat around. We watched the game together. Okay. Yeah. You didn't go to that game,
right?
But you stayed at my house. We watched.
Because you guilted me not to.
Because, like, well, your wife's gonna come anyways, by herself,
which was weird.
I don't think it was weird. I think she wanted the fish.
I'm sure she did.
But we sat around. We watched the game together, right?
Yeah.
Was it not a better experience for you to watch it with somebody?
Oh, yeah.
Drinking a beer on TV, right? So we're going back to the same thing. It's like, how many people are watching games with their friends, with their buddies, at somebody's house, and then we're not taking that into account.
Yep.
So TV ratings are down. So what? There's so many different options now. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
Guys, I think we should probably close it up because this has been a long podcast. It is our 10th podcast, and we've covered a lot of things today. Before we go, I want to say that August 4th, we'll be at the game.
Yes.
You and Johnny are going to the game. Johnny's got one of your tickets.
Yes.
Okay. Third ticket, I think you should probably give it to anybody else you want because I think me and Dave and Nels are going to get our own tickets somewhere.
Okay.
Who are they playing that game?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. Doesn't matter.
I should have that in front of me, but I don't.
The funny thing is...
2 weeks from yesterday.
2 weeks from yesterday. The funny thing is, we will be doing a podcast the next day after we go to that game. So we could all potentially be very hungover after that game.
You might be right, but at least we'll all have first-hand experience from that game. We'll have a lot to talk about.
Well, my problem
it's
is...
Seattle, by the way.
Seattle. Okay. My problem is, when I go to those games, I drink a lot. I mean, it's just a thing. I go to a sporting event, I drink a lot of beer.
I think a lot of people are guilty of that.
And so I might catch the first half, but the second half might be a little bit of a blur.
All right.
And I might yell things I don't want to yell.
Well, maybe I'll be designated.
Well, then stay out of my seat.
I'm not coming next to you. I'm not. You had problems.
I don't need another security.
He had somebody kicked out of his seats. But so that's the cool thing. We're all going to go to the game on the 4th. We're doing the podcast the next day on the 5th. Where we're going to do it, I don't know yet.
To be TBA.
To be determined. I think it might be one of those podcasts where we got to do it at
a garage pod or a basement pod.
Because I don't think we're going to be up for going to a brewery the next day. Depending on we'll play by ear.
This has been a fantastic experience. I could be talked into coming here again. That's for sure.
Invictus has told us that we can come back whenever we want to, which is great. Omni did the same thing. They were very gracious with us. Invictus has been great with us. They have great beers. Tipsy Steer. Dave is going to get into his bratwurst. He already ate his fries, which he said were fantastic. How's the bratwurst? Is it good?
It's pretty good.
Is it good? Yeah, it's good. Again, thank you to Invictus for having us here. It's been a great time. We did have some people watching. Tipsy Steer also. We were in the same building, owned by different companies, but they're in the same building. And it's a great location, guys. If you're up here for games at the National Sports Center for your youth soccer or whatever, come on out to Invictus and Tipsy Steer. They've been great. A huge patio. They have bags in the back. The whole new building is great.
Cornhole, right?
Cornhole.
Bags. I call it bags.
Cornhole
just sounds weird to me. Sorry.
It does.
Guys, have anything else you want to talk about before we go?
No. I mean, I'd point out all their beers are really, really good.
Yeah, they're great.
I mean, there were a couple that I liked better than the others, but I'd recommend all.
Yeah.
I wouldn't turn down any of the beers that I've tried today. They're all fantastic.
Yeah. Final note, my family's been gone all weekend. So this is my 3rd day of drinking. It's a little rough when you're 39, almost 39. So I've kind of coaxed my way through it. A little hair of the dog. But it's been fun, guys.
It has.
Here's to another 10 podcasts and hopefully 100. So for myself, Tony, Nancy, Dave Stevens, Dave Sterling, thanks for listening to the Lucy Podcast, and we will talk to you guys in 2 weeks.
Later.